Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. Porch time today, and just like last week, we got rain all around us and expecting a lot more rain today. Be pretty tomorrow and the next days. It just seems like every Tuesday it's going to rain. So, and it is actually cold today. We've been being in the 70s and 80s. Now we're back down in today the high is only around 60. Morning lows is in the mid 40s to 40. This morning was 42. So we're ranging in the mid 40s in the morning. The next few mornings are going to be 37, 35. Then we'll be right back up to 80 something degrees. This weather is making it very difficult this year to grow anything. I've got tomato plants this tall, 12 inches tall, in the greenhouse, needing to go in the ground, and yet I can't do it. I can plant them deep, or I can lay them down and plant them, I know that. But I'm just praying that they don't try to start bloom, because once one starts blooming, you might as well not even plant it. You know, so it's just one of those things that nature this year, it's just weird. I know I was looking a while ago, Kentucky and Tennessee and Indiana and all that, just in Michigan, all up through there, Ohio, it's going to get a good dusting of snow, which is normal for them, but it's not normal for us. Not to say that we won't get it every now and then, because we have had snow in March and we've actually had snow in April here before. But enough about the weather. It's just one of those things, it always is. And if you hear a noise in the background, my neighbor decided today would be a good day to mow his yard while it's fixing to be raining. So you have to just excuse that. But today on Porch Time, I want to kind of I just got some things I just need to say, I reckon. Deep South Homestead is going to be adding some things to our channels. You know, we've been predominantly been a homesteading channel, and that is where our heart's at, and that's what we will continue to do. We're going to continue to put up the videos about gardening and stuff like that, but it just seems like we're at a lull right now, and our channel is the one that we want to see grow. So we're going to start branching out into some new directions. And we'll be talking a little bit more about that in some videos that's upcoming. Might get them in this week and let you know exactly what we're talking about. But we've got to start bringing in more people. We feel like there's an urgency for that right now. And homesteading's just not doing it. I mean, granted, we have a lot of subscribers. But when you're just talking about strict homesteading things, you know, our desire, let me put it this way, our desire is to bring more people in and to get them on the wagon of being prepared. So we're going to have to start venturing out into some other directions and adding these things to our YouTube channel in order to maybe help change some people's minds about where they're at, maybe get them leaning a little bit more toward being prepared for the things that's in the very near future. So, with that being said, we love our homesteading community. We love everything that it does and everything that it stands for. You know, we're part of the Homestead Network right now, and we're glad of that. We have made a lot of friends through that, and as y'all know, and you'll probably see Julianne put this up from Dirt Patch Evan, and we put it up every so often. We talk about all the different people who come by Deep South Homestead. And the truth of the matter is in the beginning, that's what Deep South Homestead was all about, was creating community. And that's what we've opened up ourselves to do that, because we feel like there's an urgency to do that. Now, is it always good? Not everything's going to always be good. There's one thing we've learned in the homesteading community as a whole, and I'm not talking about the Homestead Network, I'm talking about the homesteading community as a whole, is that so many people wear their feelings on their shirt sleeves. They get their feelings hurt, and they got a yin-yang about something. And that's irritating to me, I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to be honest to you, I don't care if you're in the Homestead Network, I don't care if you're outside the Homestead Network, I don't care if you're even a homesteader. I am a friend to everybody. I do not take part in all these people who fuss about this, they fuss about that. Oh, you're stealing my content, or oh, you know, you don't show us any attention. You never recognize us. You never do this. You never do that. That kind of stuff just irritates the heck out of me. And if you want to drive me away from you, that is the quickest way to do it. Right now, I'm friends with people on all sides of the board. I mean, I have lots of people who fuss at me because I'm friends with this channel. They fuss at me because I'm friends with that channel. You know, I'm friends with lots of different channels. As a matter of fact, I talk to multiple YouTube channels almost daily. Now, and I'm friends with a lot of them. A lot of people, when we had sustenance and covering here, they go, oh my God, I can't believe you had somebody like that on your channel. Well, why not? They're a human being just like I am. They're great people. If people would get off of their hypocrisy and start looking at an individual as having a soul instead of just what they see them as, I think we'd get along a lot better. I've had people, I'm not going to lie to you, some people go, you need to stay away from Doug and Stacy because they'll get you in trouble. Well, you know what? I'm not going to listen to that. You know why? Because they've done nothing to me. Doug and me, we enjoy each other's laughter back and forth. Because that's what it's all about. I've had people tell me, oh, I can't believe you allow these kind of things on your channel. You know what? Sometimes on my channel, we're just going to have fun. We're going to put up some spoofs every now and then. Because I don't want to always come across as this very strict and very stern individual. You know, every now and then I want to have a little laughter. I want to have a little fun. Because I believe that there has to be a balance in life between seriousness and between laughter. I mean, the Bible tells us that kind of stuff. And yes, my YouTube videos are changing. And when I say changing, I'm going to tell you what I mean. I have noticed that in our videos, we have a lot of what I call skimmers or surfers. They watch a couple of minutes, run ahead, watch a couple more minutes, run ahead, watch a couple more minutes. And then they start making all these comments, and they did not listen to the video. And that's on purpose. Because if you want to find out what's in my videos now, you're going to have to watch the whole video. Because I'm going to say something that probably at any point in that video that's going to be controversial. And it's going to sound like that I'm talking about somebody, or I'm talking about something, or oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. And then somewhere else in that video, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the situation. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to tell you what's really going on. And I'm going to do that throughout my videos now, because I've found through comments that we've got so many people who just skim. They're not interested in the content. They're just going through it, trying to see what they can find out, and trying to see if it's something, oh, am I really interested in this? But if you're not interested in my videos, the best thing to do is just not click on them to start with. Because that's the way I'm going to do my videos from here on out. We did a live stream with Dirt Patch Heaven when she was here this past Saturday night. And we was joking around. You know, we said, hey, you know, I deeded them a piece of property and all this kind of stuff. Because I wanted to see just how many comments we would get from skimmers. And boy, did we get them. We got them because they did not pay attention to the videos. You know, we did that on purpose. And two, I'll be honest with you, it actually hurt us to have to see them leave. Because contrary to what a lot of people believe, John and Julie and their kids are great people. You get them off the camera, get them out to who they really are, and I'll be honest with you, we've not laughed as much as we have with those two people. We have laughed and laughed and laughed the whole time they were here. And I miss that, because I've always been one growing up that laughter was just part of my life. And I ended up getting into a part of my life that was extremely serious. I ended up being really serious for a long period of time, and then life dealt me some real hard knocks. And it was kind of hard to get back into the laughter mode. Danny and Leslie Fox from Scratch Made Homestead was here when Dirt Patch Heaven, when John and Julie was here. We all sat down as a YouTube group here, and we just had a blast. And you know what? That's what it's all about, y'all. It's all about creating community. There's nothing more that irritates me anymore, like I said in the beginning, is to sit back and watch grown adults trying to make YouTube videos saying, I can't believe they stole my content. Well, I'm going to tell you something about Deep South Homestead. I ain't stealing your content because I don't need it. I don't go around watching videos trying to see what else somebody else is putting out to make a video. To be perfectly honest with you, most of my videos are made a week in advance. So if you see me planting something today, unless I tell you on that video what date it is, it's probably already been planted a week. Just simply because that's the way we work here. Now, do I talk to other YouTube channels? Like I told you before, I talk to a multiple group of YouTube channels every week. But you know the one thing we don't talk about? We don't talk about what videos we're putting up. Because we get enough of that with YouTube. We just carry on good, decent conversations. The bottom line is this. I like everybody from all walks of life. I've even got YouTube friends, she used to be MinPam, a view is a view. And a lot of people would go, oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all watch that. Well, you know what? She's a friend. I like her. Wanda likes her. She's a friend of Julie and John's. The lady is a fantastic lady. But some people would go, because of her content, I can't watch that. And if that's the case, then, don't watch it. But don't go there and leave a negative comment. And don't badger some other channel who sits and watches her. Because that woman has a freaking heart of gold. And that's what I'm talking about. We need to grow up. We need to be adults. You need to quit this sitting around, as we call ourselves homesteaders. And all we want to do is sit here and fuss about some other channel. That's just totally uncalled for. I had somebody the other day tell me, said, oh, you need to go over and watch this channel, Pastor Joe Fox, I believe it was. Said, man, he's just off the wall. He's just ranting and raving and telling everybody they're going to die. So I went over and checked this guy out. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. He said a lot of stuff I'd love to say on my channel. And he talked about what's going to happen when the older people, when crap hits the fan. What's going to happen to the older generation, for those that are overweight and all these kind of problems he went into with having medical issues and all that kind of stuff. You know, his answer was, you're going to die if you don't prepare. If you don't get in the right groups, you're going to die. And a lot of people was badgering that. But my friend, that's his channel. If he wants to put that out there, that's his business. And I'm gradually coming to the realization that on Deep South Homestead's channel, I'm going to just quit beating around the bush about stuff, and I'm going to just sit there and tell you like it is. And if you can't put your big britches on, then maybe you need to watch something else. Because the time's coming real short, y'all. There's some big things coming down the pipe right now. And I just don't know how to find the words. You know, you better put your big britches on. You better get your feelings off your shirt sleeves. And you better get down to reality. And you better quit yin-yanging with everybody else. And you better start banding together with some people and say, you know what, I can like these people because I may have to. And anyway, let me just put it to you this way. Let me just put it to you from just a direct standpoint way of looking at life. Are you a Christian? Do you call yourself a child of God? Let's quit using the word Christian. I don't even like the word Christian. Let's just start using it. Are you a child of God? Because the word Christian has been thrown out there so much, it ain't even a real word no more. Are you a born-again child of God? The bottom line is, if you can't get along with somebody now, what the Sam heck are you going to do spending eternity in heaven with them? Are you going to abort them in heaven? If you can't get along with them here on the earth, and you call yourself a born-again child of God, you call yourself a believer, my friend, whenever I make videos, I ain't targeting nobody. I'm going by the Spirit, or the Ruach HaKodesh, whatever all y'all want to call it. I'm going by what the Spirit tells me to do, and where He leads me to go, that's what I'm doing. And He has led me to put this video up today. Just saying. And I'm going to put it up. I'm going to say what's on my heart, because He's given me the freedom to do it. And if it's something that's not liked, I'm sorry. I'm just following orders, you know. So, I want us to all grow up. I want us to be in a community. I want us to quit this yin-yanging back and forth about he said this or she said that, they stole this, they stole that. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If I put a video up tomorrow about planting green beans, you know what? It's the time of year you plant green beans. There's probably going to be 50 other channels going to put up videos about planting green beans. But does that mean any one of us watch the other one and try to steal their content? No. It's just the time of the year to do it. It's your take on it. And if it's your take on it, then you put it out there the way you want to put it out there. That's just like me with growing sweet potatoes. I tell you, I don't plant mine in water. I plant them in the ground because they grow in the ground. That's a natural way to do it. Does that mean I don't like somebody who puts them in water? No. If you want to put them in water, put them in water. I'm going to put mine in the ground. If you want to put yours in the ground, that's fine. Does that mean I'm going to look down on you because you put yours in water? No. The bottom line. Everybody has their own way of doing things. And there's as many different ways out there to do things as there are people to do them. Does it mean that one way is better than the other way? No. It's whatever works for you on your homestead, then that's what you need to do. I have people fussing at me about, oh, well, I don't own much land. I can't own land. It's not profitable for me to do this right now. It's not feasible. We don't have the money. I don't care. If you have a small piece of property, if you're living in an apartment, if you're living on 50 acres, 1,000 acres, I don't care. The bottom line is, I'm not getting on to you. I'm telling you, if you're looking at surviving, I'm doing this out of love from my heart. I'm telling you, if you're looking at surviving, don't beat yourself up on 1 acre of land thinking you're going to have all this stuff that you're going to get out there and grow and do and raise animals and all this, because it's just not feasible to do that. I'm just being honest. I'm giving you an honest opinion from a man who's done this his whole entire life. Now, I'm not trying to say that you can't grow enough vegetables on a piece of property to feed yourself for a year on 1 acre, because you're going to bust your butt if you do it. I'm just telling you, you're not going to have a ton of animals out there helping you do it, because it's just not enough room. Does that mean I don't like somebody who don't have enough land? No. I think just as much of them. Matter of fact, I probably think more of them for getting out there busting their tail trying to do something even harder. Because the more land you got, the easier it is to do anything. That's just the bottom line. I mean, I used to have close to 40 acres right here. Now I'm down to 10. I'd give anything to have those other acres back right now, because it'd make my life a whole lot easier. I could actually plant enough corn. I wouldn't have to buy any more corn for my animals. I could plant enough corn to last for a year. I'd be assured that I'd have food because there's enough land there. I could have enough land. I could forage. I could get wild things out of the woods. I got enough land that way. I could have had wild animals come in. I had plenty of wild animals to eat because it's a large enough piece of property that I could manage it. You know, there's just benefits to it. But I'm in no way downing somebody because they don't have that. But because there's so many people out there that wear their feelings on their shirt sleeves, They're going to get all upset. Danny said this. Danny said that. Oh my God, he said we're not going to live. Oh my God, we're just not going to make it. I didn't say that. That's the way you took it. The bottom line is, I like everybody. Until you prove to me that you're not the kind of person that I can get along with, I'm going to get along with you. I don't care what's on your channel. I don't care what network you're in. I don't care if you're an individual. I don't care about that stuff, y'all. You know why I don't care about that stuff? Because my Savior chose me to be His child when I wasn't worthy of even being chosen. He looked beyond my faults and my sins and still chose me. That's why. Because if He could overlook my faults, I'm willing to overlook other people's faults. You notice when He came to this earth, He didn't go to the rich and the wealthy all the time. Who did He spend most of His time around in the scriptures? He spent most of His time around the poor, prostitutes, lawmakers, lawbreakers, all this kind of stuff. That's who He loved. And because of that, that's who I'm going to hang around. Yep. I'm not on no high horse. I'm not going to judge anybody. There'll be enough time at the end of time for that. And I don't have to do that. I'm going to try to love you. I'm going to be like the Apostle Paul said, I have become all things to all people that I might win some. I didn't turn this into a preaching thing, but I'm going to tell y'all something. That's what's in this old boy's heart right here. I could care less about all the drama. That don't mean anything to me. You're like water on a duck's back to me. If you get your feelings hurt listening to me, I'm tough. Because I don't care. The bottom line is this. Let's grow up. Let's be men and women. Let's get our communities together. Because right now the devil's trying to bust it all up. The government's trying to bust it all up. They're trying to separate us and make us run in different directions so that we're not unified and we're not a network of any kind. You want to go off by yourself and do your own thing? Do it. You know what? You will die. Because believe me, I lived through Hurricane Katrina. You can't sleep all the time. There's going to always be somebody trying to take what you've got. You need community. You need people to help you. There is no way you're going to be completely self-sufficient. You are going to have to lean on somebody for something. There's no way you have every skill. Even me, I don't have every skill. A lot of people in my community, they lean on me. But there's times I need them. The older I get, the more I need the younger, healthier bodies to do some stuff. See, I've learned that. I've learned to ask for help. So, let's all grow up. Let's get our tinfoil hats off. Let's get our minds all together. Let's start thinking in the same direction. And let's try and start creating a community of people that can get along and quit fussing and griping. Because if you want to run us away from your channel, that's the fastest way to do it. Start fussing and griping. Because we will definitely leave. Because we do not take part of that. Now, you're going to see some videos coming up here in the near future about a new addition to Deep South Homestead. Some new things that we're going to be doing. A new direction we're going to be moving in. It's not going, like I said, it's not going to take the place of our homesteading channel. It's going to be an addition to the homesteading channel. Because we're wanting to reach out and wanting to reach more people about what's coming. We love y'all. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.